Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Gayle King is a media force to be reckoned with by her own doing with a way of life that transmits achievement extravagance. Furthermore, impact from her ascent to unmistakable quality as the co-host of CBS This Morning to her selective meetings with the greatest names on earth, Gayle has assembled a domain that a couple of can equal. Yet what does life resemble behind the camera for this news? Big shot in this video. We'll take you inside Gayle King's world, her dazzling chateau, great vehicle, political race, and the fortune she's amassed over her famous vocation. Prepare for an inside take-a-gander at the existence of one of television's generally regarded and spectacular characters. Gayle King, an unmistakable American columnist, creator, and magazine supervisor, has assembled a great profession. Furthermore, she has gathered a total of $40 million. She turned into a co-host of the famous morning news show, CBS This Morning in 2012, a place that has further set her status in the media industry with respect to her income. Lord's compensation at CBS from 2014 to 2019 was detailed, more than $5 million for every year, which added up to around $30 million in gross profit over that period. In May 2019, she arranged a critical new contract, getting a yearly compensation of at least $1 million, mirroring her basic early life job at CBS and her developing unmistakable quality in the media world. Gayle King was brought into the world on December 28, 1954, in Chevy Chase, Maryland. Her folks, Peggy and Scott Ruler, assumed critical parts in forming her initial life. Peggy, a homemaker, centered on raising Gayle and her three more youthful sisters, while Scott, an electrical engineer, worked in different global tasks. Gayle's young life was fairly unpredictable as the family lived abroad for quite some time due to her dad's work. A huge part of her childhood was spent in Turkey, offering her a special point of view on the world early in life. Subsequent to investing energy abroad, the family got back to the U.S., where Gayle's intellectual venture started vigorously. She joined in the College of Maryland, where she sought after a twofold major in brain science and social science, graduating in 1976 during her time in SCEC. Gayle got her most memorable taste of the media world working at the TV slot WTOP television. This involved experience laid the basis for what might turn into a long, what's more, fruitful vocation in news coverage. Upon graduating, Gayle started her expert profession as a creation partner at WGS-TV in Baltimore. This early job gave her an insider's perspective on how TV creation worked, and her enthusiasm for news coverage just developed further after her time in Baltimore. Gayle moved to Kansas City, Missouri, where she took on a more unmistakable job as an overall task correspondent and end-of-the-week anchor at WDV. Her work in Kansas City permitted her to level up her announcing abilities and gain significant on-air experience, which would work well for her in the years to come. In 1981, Gayle King made a significant stride in her vocation when she was employed by WSB-TV in Hartford, Connecticut. This job proved to be a pivotal turning point for her, as she stayed with the station for a great 18 years as a reporter. Her time in Hartford laid her out as a trusted and regarded figure in the universe of transmission news coverage. During these years, Gayle turned into an easily recognized name in Connecticut, known for her incredible skill and agreeable on-screen presence. Gayle's abilities didn't slip through the cracks of the bigger TV industry in the mid-1990s. She wandered into daytime TV, facilitating a syndicated program called Cover to cover Close By Robin Wagner, albeit the show was dropped after just 13 weeks. It denoted Gayle's most memorable huge raid. Worldwide TV, in spite of the show's short run, made a difference, further concreted her spot in the business, and opened doors for the future. One more key second in Gayle's vocation was her well-established relationship with The Oprah Winfrey Show as a unique journalist. Gayle showed up on the notable program multiple times over its 25-season run, turning into a recognizable face to a large number of watchers. Her kinship with Oprah Winfrey, which started years prior, developed further through their proficient coordinated efforts, with Gayle frequently giving experiences and editorial on different themes. Their nearby bond became well known, with Gayle frequently viewed as Oprah's confidant. Partner one of the main parts of Ruler's profession has been her work on The Gayle King Show, which she facilitated in 3 particular renditions. The main emphasis of the show in 1997 syndicated program ran for 1 season. Regardless of its short run, this show laid out Gayle's presence as a solo host, permitting her to feature her inherent capacity to associate with crowds on an individual level. Very nearly a decade after the fact, in 2006, she got back to the design, this time facilitating a rendition of the Gayle King Show on XM satellite radio. This adventure denoted Lord's entrance into satellite radio, where she proceeded to draw in audience members with her special mix of warmth, interest, and insightful analysis. In 2011, Gayle sent off the 3rd variant of the Gayle King Show, this time broadcasting on her own on the Oprah Winfrey Network. This show ran from January to November of that year, during which Gayle again demonstrated her abilities as a syndicated program. Anyway, in late 2011, Lord made a CBS Today Vital Profession movie, joining CBS to co-host CBS Today. This choice denoted a huge change in her professional direction, as she changed from facilitating her own shows to turning into a key figure in network morning news. When Gayle first joined CBS, toward the beginning of Today, she was joined by Charlie Rose and Erica Slope as her co-hosts. Anyway, the show went through a few changes in its initial years. Erica Slope left after just a half year, and in 2017, Charlie Rose was terminated following claims of sexual unfortunate behavior. This outrage shook the organization, and Gayle assumed a conspicuous part in freely calling for CBS to be straightforward about issues connected with lewd behavior and misuse. Explicitly, she encouraged the organization to address the charges against its previous president, Leslie Moonves, in 2018, exhibiting her obligation to responsibility and respectability inside the industry notwithstanding the progressions and challenges. Ease at CBS. Gayle proceeded to sparkle as a co-host on CBS. Earlier today, after Erica Slope's flight, Norah O'Donnell joined the group, and following Rose's leave, John Dickerson stepped in as co-host. In January 2018, the two O'Donnells. Furthermore, Dickerson left in May 2019, driving to another part for the show. Anthony Artisan and Tony Diopol turned into Gayle's new co-hosts, framing the group that proceeds to convey morning news to a huge number of watchers the nation over. What's more, to her work on CBS, Gayle's vocation has incorporated a few other outstanding jobs she filled in as a unique journalist for Great Morning America. Growing her scope into another significant organization's morning news program, she additionally co-facilitated with Oprah Companions on XM satellite radio, further cementing her well-established proficient connection with Oprah Winfrey. One of Gayle's most generally perceived minutes came during a 2019 interview with vocalist R. Kelly, who was having to deal with serious lawful penalties connected with sexual maltreatment. During the meeting, Kelly became emotive, shouting and reviling. However, Gayle stayed cool and created her balance in the substance of such power, acquiring her inescapable commendation and further laying out her standing as a talented questioner, equipped for taking care of even the most tough spots with beauty and amazing skill. In January 2022, Gayle re-established her agreement with CBS News ruler Charles, guaranteeing her continued presence as a co-host of CBS Mornings previously. CBS, toward the beginning of Today, her consistent initiative and editorial greatness have been vital to the show's prosperity anyway. Gayle's impact reached out past CBS in 2023, at the point when CNN reported another week-after-week primetime show named Ruler Charles. This new adventure, co-facilitated by Gayle King and previous NBA star Charles Barkley, appeared in the fall of 2023, mixing their novel viewpoints on recent developments in mainstream society and social issues, notwithstanding her new job on CN. Gayle proceeds to co-have CBS Mornings, flawlessly adjusting both high-profile jobs with so much progress. Gayle King, ALS, likewise claims a portion of the accompanying important properties condo in Manhattan. New condo in Manhattan, New York. In 2008, Gayle King made a prominent expansion to her land portfolio by buying a luxurious $7 million penthouse in Manhattan. This 2,500 FT home embodies extravagant living and mirrors Lord's preference for refined and agreeable spaces. The penthouse, which is arranged in an esteemed Manhattan area, brags a noteworthy cluster of highlights. The inside incorporates 2 exquisite chimneys that add warmth and refinement to the living regions. One of the champion highlights of the condo is its main room, which is supplemented by a shocking and sweet restroom. This washroom is outfitted with a spa tub and a different glass-encased shower, giving an extravagant retreat to unwind in the expert suite. Moreover, it remembers 3 strolls for storerooms, offering more than adequate space for closet capacity. The penthouse's configuration features its glory with 12 tea roofs that make an open and vaporous climate all through the home. The ground surface created from rich pecan adds a hint of polish and progression to the space. The kitchen is fitted with top-of-the-line Viking machines, taking special care of the individuals who value connoisseur cooking and cutting-edge kitchen conveniences. One of the most enrapturing parts of the penthouse is its 750-foot wraparound patio. This outside space is ideal for engaging and gives stunning perspectives that improve the property's allure. From the patio, inhabitants can appreciate all-encompassing vistas that range from the George Washington span across Penny Park toward the west, toward New Jersey, and toward the south to the notorious horizon of Midtown Manhattan in 2011. Thanks for watching.